He's one of the biggest rising superstars in the field of entertainment. He's a promoter, entertainer, and a philanthropist. Soho Johnny was recently at ITV Gold studio where he spoke to me in a heart-to-heart interview. Enjoy the excerpt from the full interview that will soon be aired on our channel. What was that leap of faith and the turning point that you turned to the charitable work?
I think akin to many, many people and artists in the world, some of the greatest creations come from the greatest loss and traumas that we live with. It's part of life. The greatest joy, but you also have to experience suffering as part of life and loss. And I think that's where I derived my inspiration in just losing my dad. And then I started trying to give back, and I started raising the bar and doing shows to raise some money for American Cancer Society. And that was my aha secret sauce in McDonald's moment, so to speak. And and it kind of chugged away from there. And you get to meet so many beautiful people when you do charity work, and you have like-minded people. So over the years, I've been blessed, very, very blessed. I ended up getting involved with entertainment and a few music labels, Soho Records, Tribeca Records, SohoJohnny.com is the entertainment platform. But a big part of it was still that nervous kid energy inside, that passion of connecting with the audience. Because I'm on stage myself performing with the artist and just having a good time. Fast forwarding a little bit more, what I didn't know at the time, and many people in the audience may not know, the difference between a charity and a foundation. Yes. And that is basically a charity is great, but it's typecast for one particular purpose. For instance, American Cancer Society is only for cancer. A foundation, is something that could give to different types of causes at different times, or multiples at the same time. And when I had actually lost my mom to COVID a couple of years ago when that first came out, I already had this on the shelf, and I said, let me push this forward. And we started, I was one of the founders for Let Me Help Inc.
Let Me Help.
Let Me Help, Inc. Let Me Help Inc. Inc.org.
So this is a non-profit
foundation? It's a foundation.
Charity?
It's a foundation. It's only a couple of years old. And during COVID, thanks to so many people like John Valesco then and again now, helping, and so I have a whole list here, and I have it on my phone. I don't want to forget to thank the main people. I think we did purportedly the 10th most popular stream show in 2020 during COVID, and we did something for 3 causes then: anti-bullying, as you said before, prostate cancer, and something for COVID for bringing meals to people that couldn't afford to get out, or they were underprivileged during the COVID times.
And you had a lot of celebrities on that.
Yeah, I mean, we had, and that's the mystifying thing when you do this type of thing.
So how does your non-profit organization identify communities or individuals to work with? And how is the trust and relationship built for future collaborations?
We only up until now would give to another charity. Okay, if it was just one particular person, we'd rather give to that local charity that has their hands on it. Okay, we'd rather just pick a focal point. We haven't done anything individualistic yet. We probably can, we have to check all the rules on that. We want to make sure everything's copacetic, but we just want to be even keeled to offer it to everybody and right now to fellow charities.
What services are offered to those communities? Do they truly meet the needs of the community?
Well, when we did the one in 2020, that was with Meals on Wheels, which many people have heard that. And that was just to get meals to whatever. And, those are local community-based efforts. And, they would just take the baton and take it from there for the local area, okay? And I have in mind, now that you think about it, and I'm thinking of through the spearheading, because we're down in Soho. I know there was a good friend of mine, and I haven't even approached him on, but what he did years ago is that he took homeless people off the street and kind of put them to work to help clean up the neighborhood.
Wow.
When I was a child, I remember working with my dad in Soho. It wasn't the Soho it is today. It was desolate. There was no activity at night. It was just these old buildings that were fairly empty. Remnants of the manufacturing district, which no longer was prevalent in the U.S. in those times. And you know, he took a lot of homeless people, and he started a charity. And I'm thinking about something like that because, you know, to help, you know, locally to get, because there's so many different charity purposes that could be had, right? Right now, this one is all about children. We just said, we're talking about the future for this one. We're doing October 1st at Eastern Time in New York Time, starting 6 p.m. And, you know, we really are hoping for a great turnout here. And listen, our contribution is doing the show and aligning a partnership with all these different mandates. You know, no one person, no one company can do everything yourselves. You know, we're doing the outreach, and I hope, you know, I hope that we can make a difference.